Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Adawakwadash, double honors unto the elder apostles at Great Millstone for the teachings of the scriptures, among other things. Shalom to the sincere Akim across the world. Now, this is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 29. Wait. Right, going on. Now it says here, verse 1, titled, The Philistines Dismiss David. Now the Philistines gathered together all their armies to Aphek, or Aphek. Where is that again? Let me see. Here. So it reads, the Philistines mustered their forces at Aphek and advanced to Shinnim. Going on. We're here. And the lords of the Philistines, which are Philistines, which are Mizraimites, okay, passed on by hundreds and by thousands. But David and his men passed on in the rearward with Achish, which was king of Gath at that time. I think it's this rear back, right? The rear guard. Can't even pronounce that word good. Right. Verse 3. Then said the princes of the Philistines, what do these Hebrews here? What are they doing here? And Achish said unto the princes of the Philistines, is not this David, the servant of Saul, the king of Israel, which had been with me these days? He was there with him for 3 years, if I'm correct. And it's mentioned here. Let me see. And then it was here then. Huh? Wait. Oh, sorry. It wasn't 3 years. Sorry. It's good that I checked it. So it says here. 1 Samuel chapter 27. Yeah, verse 7. And the time that David dwelt in the country of the Philistines was a full year and 4 months. Yeah, it was 1 year. Sorry. Where did I get 3 from? You see how word of mouth goes? The first person says it's blue. Before you know it, it's freaking orange or something like that. By the time it came to the second person. Well, sometimes second. You know, but I wanted to say by the time it comes to the 5th person or something like that. It changed. Yeah, so it's 1 year. It's not 3. Right, so going back to over here. These days. Oh, these years. See, what? Was it? Wait, let me. Did he stay longer? I thought it was 3. Wait, maybe I was right. Philistines. Oh, it was a year. No, it was a year and a month. Okay, let me go on. Right, so it says here, and I have found no fault in him since he fell unto me unto this day. Then the princes of the Philistine were wroth with him. They was like, how can you bring this guy here? They was angry at him. And the princes of the Philistine said unto him, make this fellow return, that he may go again to his place which thou hast appointed him, and let him not go down with us to the battle, lest in the battle he be an adversary to us. For wherewith should he reconcile himself unto his master, which is Saul? Because they were saying like, no, we can't have this guy fight with us, or else he might just basically trying to prove himself to his master Saul, and then, you know, trying to get like, see, I'm on your side, see what I did for you? I killed these Philistines while being in the midst of them like a Trojan horse. Now we can't have that. I don't trust this guy. Get him out of here. Reconcile unto his master. Should it not be with the heads of these men? Yeah, we should basically be with each other. Is not this David, of whom they sang one to another in dances, saying, Saul slew his thousands, and David his 10,000s? Verse 6. Then Achish called David. Yeah, Achish. And said unto him, surely, as Yahweh liveth, thou hast been upright, and thy going out and thy coming in with me in the host is good in my sight. For I have not found evil in thee since the day of thy coming unto me unto this day. Nevertheless, the lords favored thee not. And it was the 5 lords of the Philistines, as you can read about them here. Joshua 13 and also Judges chapter 5. Joshua 13 and 3. From Sihor, which is before Egypt, which is the brook of Egypt, which you can catch here. This is Sihor. And then here is Egypt. Well, here is actually Egypt here. And yeah, going on. So where was I again? Yeah, even unto the borders of Ekron northward, which is, here is Ekron, here is Ekron. So here is Sihor, which is near Egypt. Egypt is here. And then going northward to Ekron, which Ekron is here. Well, you could say here. Okay, look at this word Philistia here. This thing. Philistia, right? And then I'll go here. And then I'll show you here. And Ekron is here. Okay. So, again, northward of Egypt. Wait, let me show you something. Right, so here you have the brook of Egypt, which is Sihor. And then, of course, here you have Mizraim. By the way, this is the land of Mizraim still, because they had somewhat control. They had control over this because it was claimed by them. Because this is named the brook of Egypt, which is the brook of Sihor. And this here is the wilderness of Shur. This here is the desert of Shur. The desert of Shur. And here is the wilderness of Shur. And I can show you that here. Wait, let me. Right, so you have this here. This is the wilderness of Zin. And then if you go on, you will have the way to Shur. Way to Shur, as you can see it here. It says here. And here you see it here again. Shur. And here you had Kadesh Barnea. You had the Abraham. Abraham was hanging there. And it says Abraham was in Kadesh and Shur on the way to Egypt. Because it shows you right here. Abraham. He was in Shur, which is, yeah, here, for Genesis 20 and 1. And Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country, not the north. The north is where Ekron is, from the Philistines, right? Because he came from there, because he went through the land of Canaan. If you read the chapter, you will see. Toward the south country he went, and where did he dwell? And dwelled between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned in Gerar. So, Kadesh and Shur were down there, right? Let me see here. Havilah is a man. You can look that. I did a video about that. I'm gonna upload it in a day or something. It says here, and Saul smote the Amalekites. 1 Samuel 15 and 7. And Saul smote the Amalekites from Havilah until thou comest to Shur, that is over against Egypt. So that shows you that Shur and Egypt are in the same place, as you can catch that here. Shur, and then here comes here Mizraim. Well, here to Edom is also a place which is near Mizraim. This is Mizraim, this is Egypt. And then you have the way to Shur, and then here you have the desert of Shur, and then here at Edom also, Edom. But here you have the desert of Shur. I already meant that. And then the wilderness of Shur. Where did I put that? The wilderness of Zin. Yeah. And you have also the wilderness of Sin. So spelled with a S instead of a Z. A Z. Where did I put that one? Yeah, you had the wilderness of Shur. And this going towards Shur. The wilderness of Edom. So here down here you had the Amalekites, and then near the Amalekites, look, here you can see the Amalekites, right? And you can catch that here also, if I'm correct. Let me see something. Right, where is it? Where is it? Here. Okay, so let me see. Did I put it here or not? Is this? Wait, let me double check something. Check this out. Check out the Edom map, and if you type that in, then you will see you had Ishmaelites here too, but the Ishmaelites were living with the Amalekites. I'm gonna get that. I have them here. Amalek. So Amalek was here, and then what did you have? What did Saul say? What did Saul do? 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 7. And Saul smote the Amalek. Oh, no. Wait. They also fought against us, but Saul... Kenites. That's what it was. Yeah, Saul here. 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 6. And Saul said unto the Kenites are Ishmaelites. Oh, or Midianites. They're Mishalites. They're Arabs. Kenites. Let me see here. Now Hebrew the Kenite. So remember the name Kenites. Let me see. Then it's not this word. Then again, then I think it's going to be then therefore this one. Wait. This one then. Oh shit. Numbers chapter 10 verse 29. And Moses said unto Hobab, the son of Raguel, the Midianite. So Hobab is a Midianite because he's the son of Raguel, the Midianite. And this word is in the Hebrew. It means in a brother-in-law, not father-in-law. This is his father-in-law, Raguel, Moses' father-in-law. But Hobab is not the father-in-law. It's actually his brother-in-law, right? So Raguel, the Midianite, and then here Raguel, sorry, which is Moses' father-in-law, right? It says here Raguel is Moses' father-in-law. And then you go to, let me see, Exodus 18 and Exodus chapter 2. Exodus 18 and 1 shows you that Jethro, the priest of Midian, he's a Midianite. So the Midianites are the children of here. The Midianites are the children of Abraham, and then Moses went to go get a daughter there from the Midianites, which is our forefather, his descendants, through Keturah, right? So we did that, and then Moses did that. And then Exodus chapter 2 verse 15, you can see here, and dwelt in the land of Midian. So Moses went into the land of Midian, and the land of Midian is here. Where did I put it? Here. Here. Which is down there. So this is the land of Canaan, the land of Israel, Kadesh Barnea. So here is Midian. Right? Here is the Midianites. And then Moses fled from Egypt into here. Right, so going back to over here. Well, I can leave this here. Okay, so it says here, and now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters. So it shows you that he's a Midianite, and they called him Rauel. Here it is. His name is spelled Rauel, just like how you have Jacob and Israel. That's the same way that these other nations had their names too, and their languages and stuff like that, right? And Zipporah, which is the daughter of how you call him? Raguel, whatever. And then here is a title, and that title is Jethro, which he was a priest, the priest of Midian, right? So that's it. He has like two names and one title. Jethro is a title, and Raguel is Canaan, the language of Canaan, which we speak. And Rauel is most likely his own language, right? Or vice versa. The Raguel is their language and Rauel is ours, but I don't think so. It's like this. Laban spoke the language of Aram, but Laban is the brother of Rebekah, and they spoke a language which was the language of Abraham. They spoke that because Laban is the grandson of Abraham, his brother. So Abraham had a son. Abraham, his brother Nahor, had 8 sons. One of the 8 sons was Bethuel, and Bethuel begat Laban and Rebekah. So they spoke that language, and that's why they say that the Lord Jehoshai spoke the language of Aram. That's what they say, right? But yeah, you spoke Hebrew, so I don't know what. But anyway, we speak the language of Canaan. Isaiah chapter 19 explains that to you. Because we spoke a different, because Jacob called it a different language compared to Laban. Anyway, here it shows you that Isaiah 19 and 18, in that day shall 5 cities in the land of Mizraim, in modern day Egypt is America, speak the language of Canaan and swear to Yahweh, the Lord of hosts. One shall be called the city of destruction. That's going to be the places where the Judites are. They shall be a terror unto Egypt. Modern day Egypt is America. And they're going to have that spiritual power, and they're going to set fear up in their hearts. Right. So going back to over here. So my point is of all this to show you that the Amalekites, where did I put that one? Here maybe, what? Here? Wow. Is to show you that the Kenites are are Midianites. So, but the Midianites are associated with the Ishmaelites. You can find that here. Just like how the Israelites were called Jews. What is it again? Judges 8. Here, okay, here you have the Midianites, and then later on, it says here, the Midianites, right? Judges chapter 8, is it Judges? Yeah, Judges chapter 8, verse 22. Then the men of Israel said unto Gibeon, which is an Israelite man, rule thou over us, both thou and thy sons, and thy sons' sons also, for thou hast delivered us from the hand of Midian, which is one of the sons of Abraham, because we were at war with them. Just like how we were at war with our brother Esau, and just like how we are at war with each other. So it doesn't mean anything. Just because they are family of us, the kind of close family and stuff like that, whatever. They're closer to us than any African, any Hamite in existence, I'll tell you that. So going on 23, because of their father Abraham, our father Abraham. And Gideon said unto them, I will not rule over you, neither shall my son rule over you. Yahweh shall rule over you. And Gideon said unto them, I would desire a request of you, that ye would give me every man the earring of his prey, for they had golden earrings, because they were Ishmaelites. This is the same thing as in the New Testament, where they are called Jews. Jews, but even Paul called himself a Jew. I am a Jew from Tarshish. A person of Jew. Here it says here, of Acts 21:39, but Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew of Tarsus. So he calls himself a Jew. Here he says it again. But here, Romans 11:1, I say then, had Yahweh cast away his people? Yahweh forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. So what is he? Is he a Jew, like a Judah, or is he Benjamin? They're all called Jews, all put together in one, because they didn't have no time to come and tell us like, oh, you Benjamin, or you this one, you Naphtali, you're Issachar, you're this, you're that. They ain't got no time for that. They just say, oh, a bunch of niggas, or just a bunch of Africans. But they do it until this day. Oh, but just a bunch of Africans. Oh, you just an African from, you're an Afro South American and stuff. You're Afro Latino, so they call you African. Doesn't matter what you are, so long you're dark, they call you African. Well, back in the days, they used to do that too. They used to all call us Jews. They make no difference and stuff like that. But anyway, 1 Samuel 15:6. And Saul said unto the Kenites, Go, depart, get you down from among the Amalekites, lest I destroy you with them. So that shows you that the Midianites over there, these Kenites are Midianites. Did I show you that already? Let me see something. The father-in-law of Moses is a Midianite, right? Okay, so here it shows you that also Hobab. They show you that Hobab is the son of the father-in-law of Moses. So here it shows you now, Judges 4:11. Now Heber the Kenite, which was of the children of Hobab, the brother-in-law of Moses, because Raguel is the father-in-law of Moses, as you can see it here. Raguel, Numbers chapter 10, verse 29. And Moses said unto Hobab, I just read about Hobab in Judges 4:11. Where is it here? 4:11, right? So, and Moses said unto Hobab, the son of Raguel the Midianite. So, Raguel is the father of Hobab, and he is a Midianite, which is Moses' father-in-law. So now Hobab can never be Moses, his father-in-law, because he's his brother-in-law. But if you check out the Hebrew for this word, it's kind of the same thing as this, so they fumbled the ball over there. Judges 4:11. Now Heber the Kenite, which was of the children of Hobab, and Hobab his father is a Midianite, but they came from the family of the Kenites. Yeah, as you can see it here for an example. Numbers chapter 3, verse, let me see, here, 17. And these are the sons of Levi by their name, Gershon and Kohath and Merari. Okay, so now Gershon, it says here, and these are the names of the sons of Gershon by their families, Libni and Shimei. So I'm gonna take this one for an example. Libni and Shimei were two individual people, one individual, right? So now I'm going to go to, let me see here, Gershon. Okay, so where's that? Oh yeah, sorry. So verse 21, Numbers chapter 3, verse 21. And Gershon was the family of the Libnites, but that was the name of their father. So everybody that came from him was now a Libnite, right? And the family of the Shemites, which was the brother, which is one man. So he maybe had 1,000 children eventually. Eventually he had 1,000 descendants. So they're called, I'm just giving an example, maybe 100. Let's say 100 descendants, and then they would be called Shemites. And he had 100 descendants. Maybe he had like 5 wives, and those have like I don't know, 5 children each or something like that. We did things like that. And then for example, they were called the Libnites. And these are the family of the Gershonites. So the Libnites are Gershonites. Why? Because they come from Gershon, which is just one son of Levi. So the Libnites are Gershonites, but the Libnites are also Levites, because that's their forefather. This is just the individual man, his household's name. And then they're both Gershonites. Shemaites and Libnites are both Gershonites, but the Gershonites are Levites. So Libnites are Levites, Shemites are Levites, but not collectively, I mean loose from that, they are the Gershonites. Right, same thing with the Kenites and the Midianites. Yeah, so the Kenites are Midianites, but this is an individual family from out the Midianites. And you can catch that here, for example, that Judges chapter 4:11. Now Heber the Kenite, which was of the children of Hobab, which is a Midianite, and therefore Heber is also a Midianite, the brother-in-law of Moses, had severed himself from the Kenites and pitched his tent unto the plain of Zaanaim, which is by Kadesh. Now this Kadesh is talking about Kadesh Naphtali. This is talking about Kadesh Naphtali. Joshua 20:7. And they appointed Kadesh in Galilee and Mount uh, Naphtali, right? So this is in Mount Naphtali, which is upward, and you can catch that here, which is near Hebron, as you can see there. Wait, let me get that first. Okay, this one. You can see here it said that it's called near Hebron, which way? Let me read on. And Shemech in Mount Ephraim, and Kirjath Arba, which is Hebron. It used to be called Kirjath Arba, which Arba was a great man, was a man. He was a giant, by the way. You can read that in the book of Joshua somewhere. And then here it says here in Mount Judah, which is Hebron is in Mount Judah, and Shechem is in Mount Ephraim, and Kadesh is in Naphtali, which is here. And it says here the Kadesh here is near where is that? Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, this is the Hebron here, this one, where the star is. Here is Shechem, where the star is, and here you have Kadesh in Naphtali. So there here you have Beersheba here, but then you have Kadesh there, Kadesh Barnea. That's where Abraham was, right? So okay, that's that. Kadesh in Galilee, Naphtali, Kadesh in Galilee. Galilee is on the is Naphtali. Naphtali is in here, Kadesh Naphtali. And the other one is Kadesh Barnea. Let me see. Barnea. Oh, I spelled it. I didn't spell it good. Okay, so now here you can see the other Kadesh Barnea, right? Which is here. It's okay. Another example. There, Deuteronomy 1 and 2. There are 11 days journey from Horeb by the way of Mount Seir. Where is Mount Seir? Everybody and their mama know that Mount Seir is here. Let me get another picture. Let me see. You have Bosra. You have Mount Seir. Because this is a different language. I want to get another language. Petra, no. Oh man, here, Edom, no. Mount Seir. Here. Why are they doing hardcore? Like, they're trying to... Damn, they don't want to give the language. What the hell? They keep on calling it Petra. Wow, you know what? I'm gonna get my own pack there. Right, so you can catch that here. This is the area of Seir, where Edom is. So Edom is here, Seir is here. And then around here somewhere were the Amalekites, which is still Edomites, but they was living in different locations, just like how you have the different tribes living in different locations, you know? But yeah, you had, okay, look here, the Amalekites were here. Mount Seir, Amalekites here. Thought it was here. No, it's good. It's here. I look different. Sorry, I was looking totally different place. Sorry about that. Here's the Amalekites. Here is Seir. On the other maps, you could see it. Let me see something. No. Let me here. Think here. Here. You have the Amalekites here. You have Edom here. You know. Here you have the rest of Edom here, and then you have the Amalekites here. But in the midst of them, you had the Midianites, the Kenites, which are Arabs. You had them living in the midst of them there too. So, okay, all that there. And now, okay, the Amalekites were there. And that's basically then there for the way to shore, which is, where did I put it? Here. So, Kadesh Barnea, where Abraham was. And then he went to Shur, which is going into Mizraim. Yeah, Kadesh Barnea going into Shur. Yeah, right. So, did I miss anything? Okay, let's go on. Let me go on. Right now, back to where I was, which is 1 Samuel 29 and verse. Did I miss anything? Yeah. Anyway, let me talk about the Philistines. So yeah, you had like Joshua 13 and 3 from Sihor, which is before Egypt. even unto the border of Ekron, northward, which is counted to the Canaanites. 5 lords of the Philistines, the Gazites, and the Ashdodites, and the Ashkelonites, the Gittites, and the Ekronites, also Avites. Right. So these are the Canaanites. Sorry, I made a mistake here. It's not Judges 5 verse 3. Judges chapter 3 verse 3. Namely, 5 lords of the Philistines and all the Canaanites. This shows you that they're 2 different tribes. These are the Mizraimites and these are the Canaanites, which are they're both Hamites. But you can catch that in the book of Genesis chapter 10. Then you will explicitly see that these are Mizraim, and these are the sons of Canaan. And the Sidonians, which are also Canaanites, and the Hivites, which are also Canaanites, that dwell in Mount Lebanon, which are giants were there too, by the way, from Mount Baal Herom unto the entering in of Hamath, which is all the way up there. And if I'm correct, I have it here too. Here is Hamath, and here is Lebanon, where they called them Phoenicians and stuff like that. Lebanon also. But Tyre and Sidon are Canaanites, which they called Phoenicians also. But yeah, here is Lebanon, so, and of course here is Sidon, and then here is the land of Israel, and here you had Mizraim, and here you had the others of Canaan, in the land of Aram, you could say. There was Hamites living in the land of Aram. You know, this is the region of Aram. So region of here. Here you have Ashur, which is Assyria, and the Euphrates River and stuff like that. Hiddekel River is there. Right. So going on to over here, you had the Ashkelon, Ashdod. A bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. Back in the days, it was the Hamites that were there, because this whole land was actually given unto us. But nowadays, the people in Ashdod are Amalek. The Israeli people are there now. You know, so okay, going back to over here. Right, so it says here, 1 Samuel chapter 29 verse 4. I already read that. The 6. Nevertheless, the Lord's favor thee not. So the Philistines, they didn't like David. They was kind of threatened by him, like, ain't this the guy that be killing tens of thousands of people? Are you gonna let him hang around with us while we go fight his master? We're not doing that. He's going to join forces with his master, trying to prove his master's like, see, I'm still on your side. I killed him from within. You know, so going on, verse 7. Wherefore now return, and go in peace, that thou displease not the lords of the Philistines. Because there was some tough guys too, man. There was not no sissies. And David said unto Achish, but what have I done? And what hast thou found in thy servant so long as I have been with thee unto this day? Because he really didn't want to go. That I might not fight against the enemies of my lord the king. You know, he liked them, and the king liked him back. And Achish answered and said to David, I know that thou art good in my sight, as the angel of the Lord. Notwithstanding, the princes of the Philistine have said, he shall not go up with us to the battle. Wherefore now rise up early in the morning with thy master's servants that are come with thee. And as soon as ye be up early in the morning and have light, depart. So as soon as you see daylight, basically you need to leave. So David and his men rose up early to depart in the morning, to return into the land of the Philistines. And the Philistines went up to Jezreel to do what? Fighting. You know, the fighting. And if I'm correct, I'm not sure anymore. But anyway, let me leave that. Let me not say that, because I wanted to say, like, if I'm correct, no, they was not fighting King David, because he helped them later on. No, it was this one. Oh, sorry. Then I think it was these ones that was actually also fighting him. I'm not sure, so I shouldn't say anything actually. I need to read it again. But yeah, so he left, and then he went home. And then where did he go? He went to the place that he was given by Achish, the king of Gath. So the king of Gath here gave him Ziklag, and that he may dwell there. So he went home. That was his home, because it says here in the book of verse, let me see, 1 Samuel chapter 27 verse 6. Then Achish, the king of Gath, as you can see here, Achish, the king of Gath, the son of Mawach. Verse 6. Then Achish gave him Ziklag that day, wherefore Ziklag pertaineth unto the kings of Judah unto this day. So we got that from him. But it was our land in the first place. But anyway, yeah, but still, we got that from him. It's mentioned here, so I'm gonna honor that, because that is what it says. But if you look at the place where was given, then you can see the green line. Now you can read it as a book in the book of Deuteronomy. You can read this in the book of, what's it, Deuteronomy? Let me see, Deuteronomy. If I'm correct, it was in the book of Deuteronomy, where Moses said that whole land is ours. Let me see, Mount Hermon. Let me see something. Moses is gonna say it. Yeah, you see, you got it. Deuteronomy chapter 3 verse 8. Yeah, it says here. So he says from the river Arnon, which is here. Where is it? It's here. But I need another map, I think. Okay, wait. Let me... Right, so you have here the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8. It explains that down here you have the river Arnon, and from the river Arnon, which it's explained that it is above the land of Moab, and then and also near Ammon. And then you had the Jabbok River, and then all the way upward you had Mount Hermon, which is mentioned here. Where am I? Here? No. Then it's here. Right, Deuteronomy chapter 3 verse 8. And we took at that time out of the hand of the two kings of the Amorites the land that was on the side that was on this side Jordan, from the river Arnon unto Mount Hermon. So we did that with King. Well, he was the unofficial king, because King Moses, he was the unofficial king, because it shows you right here, Deuteronomy, or maybe, yeah, it was. Let me see. I always lose this scripture. I have no idea why I can't remember this scripture. I'm telling you, it's like it's hidden or something from me. I think it's Deuteronomy or... Wait. Right, so this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 33 verse 4. And Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob. And he was king in Jezreel, which is a nickname for Israel. You know, giving thanks to Yahweh Bashem Yashar, but yeah. It's basically Jezreel. Let me see. Yashar one. Right. So, which is a nickname for Israel, a poetic name for Israel. In the Tanakh, which is the first Testament, the Old Testament, the First Testament is the same thing. Right, and why did your Heavenly Father call him Joshua? Yahweh of the upright one, the power of the upright one. Right, so okay, go. The upright one is the Jacob descendants, and he was king in Jezreel, when the heads of the people and the tribes of Israel were gathered together. So he was basically king, unofficial king, undocumented king. Moses is the king. The first king, sorry, not Moses is the king. I mean the first king. That's what I mean. Because King David is the king, and Yahweh Shai is the King of Kings, And David is Prince of Kings, you could say. Because we're going to be a nation of kings and priests, and then David is going to be the prince among us. So he's the Prince of Kings, you know. So Ezekiel 34:23, and I will set one shepherd over them, and he shall feed them, even my servant David. He shall feed them, and he shall be their shepherd. And I, Yahweh, will be their power, and my servant David the prince among them. But he's the king. Yeah, he's the Prince of Kings. I, Yahweh, had spoken it. Yeah, so, yeah, there you have it. So with that, I'm going to say, let me see if I finished. Missed anything? Yeah, see, already read that. Midianites, already read that. Yeah, so with that, I'm going to say, Shalom. Oh yeah, this one. I totally forgot this. So 2, I think it's going to be for the next chapter actually. Yeah. It's gonna be. Let me see. Wait, the Israelites set up camp at Jezreel, and the night before the battle, Saul consult a medium at Endor. Okay. Yeah. Saul went to go talk to the witch. So I'm gonna do that in another chapter, of course. Wait a minute, I already read that, if I'm correct. Yeah, I think I already read that because, I already read that. Damn. Okay. The battle begins, and many Israelites retreat up the slopes of Gilboa. There, Saul and his sons are killed. Oh, I didn't read that yet. Damn it. It's good. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.